Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. Myself Ashwin and I work as a technical consultant at BISP Solutions. BISP Solutions is a tech company and provide technological solutions across the world. Now today is our second webinar day and as you know, yesterday we have learned about theoretical part, that what thing is what and how we will create the BRD and all these things we have learned yesterday, right? I also explained you yesterday that how to create a effective BRD so that every person, every stakeholder should be able to understand it. Now in today's video, our agenda is, let me show you. In our today's video, our agenda is like migration process in practical, data migration strategy, staging area. I will tell you what is staging area. Yesterday also I explained you, but today I will show you the practical. And then the mapping, what is mapping, then the ETL, live practical, extract, transform and load. And then data migration issues. We will discuss on data migration issues, like when suppose if you upload the CSV and if that CSV fails, in that case what will happen, right? And suppose if the data you are entering and if that data is rejected during the load, so what type of error the NetSuite is showing and what type of action that we need to take. Then I will show you three master files. One is the customer file, one is the chart of accounts, and one is the vendor data, right? So vendor data, I will show you that how I will explain you with one vendor record. I will create one vendor record and then I will upload that vendor record into the NetSuite, right? Similarly with customer, and I will show you how we have uploaded the COA, right? So guys, let's start with migration process in practical, right? Now migration process in practical, let's see this. Migration process begins with source system QB, source to target, right? So our main target, basic target is to migrate the data from source system, that is QB, to target system, that is NetSuite, right? Now during whatever we do during these 2 points, that is called ETL process, that is the extract, transform and load. Now since it is obvious that whenever we download the data, right, whenever we download the data, so that data is not up to date always, it is not ready to use, it is not a meaningful data always, right? So what we need to do, first of all, we have to transform that data into the meaningful data. Now how to do this? So first of all, before moving to the transformation, first see extract. Now extract means what? Exactly what does the extract means? Now see here. For example, extraction of data. See here, external staging area. Yesterday also in my last webinar I explained you that external staging area is not any activity. It's just a place where you keep the external extracted files. Now see this. I have opened this customer QuickBook, right? Customer QuickBook, and here is vendor list QuickBook. You can see here the files of master data. Since this is for demo purpose, so I have extracted the customer file, only one. But in practical live project, we have seen 50-50 CSV files are downloaded, or 50-50 Excel sheets are downloaded, and they are kept, and each file contains 25,000 records. That's the maximum limit, right? So for practical purpose, I have shown you this one vendor record file and one customer record file. But in live project, you will see 50-50, more than 50 to 60 files. That depends on company, how big that company is. So you have to handle all those 50 files. So this is called the extraction part. Now this is called extraction part, and the person from the client side, he has downloaded all his customer files, and we consider that he has downloaded all these files and put it into external staging area. So that's the folder. Final staging area is the folder in which we are going to put our all the data after finishing the data. For example, polished final product, right? So that is called final staging area. So that is why this is called the staging area. Staging area means, first of all, the data is extracted. Let me show you with a paintbrush. For example, this is the data. Here is the data from QuickBooks, right? Then here is the data, that is the staging area. You can make it like this. Then we will do some operations, that is the what we call it as some operations. Let's take some operations here, where that means the transformation of data. And then again the final staging area, that is the final staging area. Again we will put it into the staging area and then upload the data. Uploading the data means the finished data into the NetSuite. So let's make it a little simple. QB extracted data, right? Then external staging area, right? Here is the transformation. Then we will see here the final product, which is put into staging area. Then we will see here the final upload in target, that is NetSuite, right? So this is how ETL is done. Let's make it a little better. This, right? So this is the complete process that we are going to do. Now let's see some more theory part, then we will move to practical part. This is what I wanted to tell you, that this is the QB source as Excel sheet. This is NetSuite, right? Now mapping file source headers and target, because we have to have the Excel sheet of target also, because we need the headers, right? We need headers. So that is why we need that file also, and then we will map those all the headers. Now new output file, whenever we hit the button with the help of macro, all the headers will be replaced. Now this file is kept in staging area. Staging area means again this folder, right? This is the final folder that is to be used by the functional consultant or the technical consultant, right? Then here upload the newly created file into the target system, that is the NetSuite. So this is the complete process. Let me explain you with some example. Now what type of header that we are going to change. So let's take an example of vendor file, right? Let's take an example of vendor file. So let's go here, then we will see the vendor task, right? And then go to here, right? So first of all, see what file that we will receive from QB. This file, vendor file, is downloaded from external staging area, which is done by which is given by the the consultant of QB, right? QuickBooks. Now let's open this file. Now see, whenever the file received from any ERP or any external software, always keep this thing in mind, that it is not up to date or it is not ready to use. Data is okay, data is up to date, but directly it is not ready to use. If I upload this file directly to the NetSuite, then it will show an error, right? So don't directly upload. First examine the file, that what things are required, what things we need to do, right? So first of all, if you see here, these two columns are empty, right? Blank. This D column is also without header. F column is also bold and normal font size. That is not an issue, right? You have to see this, that column F is also empty. Then you can see the L column is also empty. So these are called, these you need to remove. Now see here, more than how many BMBO, more than 100 file, more than 100 fields are there, right? So more than 100 columns. Now if you go and remove it one by one manually, it will take time. So what we have an idea that let's write a script, and that script, what the script will do, that script will remove all the columns, right? That script will remove all the columns, blank columns. This is the first target. Remove the columns of the script, columns of the Excel sheet, which is first. Now we have downloaded this Excel sheet. Now we are free to do anything, right? We have not tempered that here SharePoint file, right? First we will download it in our laptop, and now we are free to do whatever operation we want, right? So now first target is to remove the extra blank columns. Then second target is, now see here, first of all mapping is done. Now why mapping is done? Because for example this active status is not needed in our NetSuite, right? Secondly, now mostly bill from, ship from, these are all almost common, right, in NetSuite also. So what we have done, first of all we have taken let's go to vendor task and the vendor mapping list. Now in the vendor mapping list, if I show you source, what I have done, I have write down all the headers here in the column A, and I have written all the headers, all the fields which are required in vendor file, vendor record in NetSuite. I have taken out all the fields from vendor, right? Then I have kept it into two columns, and then I have compared it. For example, active status is not required, but here in our NetSuite is person, yes or no, that is required. Let me show you with let's see here. Let's see this. Just give me a second, let it start. Okay, just a second, let me start another instance. Okay, we will see a few minutes later. Now see here, exactly what we are going to do, that what we have done here. Let me show you what mapping files are done here. See, we have written here mapping file, right? That this is the active status and this is the is person. Now here is person means the person who is whether that vendor is a person, individual person, or a company, right? So here we have written the mapping, one-to-one mapping. Bill from is common in both, right? Ship to state, everything is common in both, but one thing is that in QB main subsidiary is not asked, but in NetSuite main subsidiary is asked, and it's a mandatory field. So what we have done, we have given this field, this list to our developer and ask them to first remove the columns and then replace all the headers and then add one more column inside that. So after changing, how it will look like, see here, customize tab, I will go here and then I will vendor mapping NS, right? Since this is a vendor, so I have clicked here the vendor mapping. I have hit this button, right? Now see, all the columns will be disappeared, and let me show you this. Okay, now see here, just a second, vendor list, vendor mapping. Now see here, all the columns are removed. Now see, is person, yes or no. See, is person, that is yes or no. So this is what we have asked our developer to do, that this is the mapping list and is person. See here, is person. So our developer has added yes or no, right? Then we have asked our developer vendor list and a solution, and then we have asked our developer, let's go, see, you can see here all the columns are removed. Now you can see here main subsidiary was not given initially, so we have asked our developer to add this list also. So this list also added. Now what we will do, just make the subsidiary subsidiary selection and is person yes or no, and then this file will be ready to upload. Now let me again close this file, don't save, okay, and now again I will show you. Let me open this NetSuite. Why it is not opening? Wait. Okay, now once more we will try. let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, now after that what we have done, so I am explaining you how the mapping is done. So we have done the mapping, and then we have given this raw file, that is the solution vendor, right? So that is the file which is given to our developer, right? Then we will see here, see this, all the columns here is person is not there initially. So after hitting this button, so what our developer has done, our developer has written a macro code, and that macro code will change everything according to your requirement. So that macro code will remove the columns, that macro code will replace the fields, headers, and that macro code will add the whatever you want in the cell. And then this is how it is done. So final sheet is once the final sheet is created, then that sheet will be uploaded. So we are having one final sheet example. Let's see, vendor upload one record only. So here I have already created final. So this is how, this is the final vendor record. And if I will first, once this NetSuite is open, I will show you with one live example that how the data is uploaded. Let's see why it's not opening. Just give me a second. Okay, no problem. When it will open, I will show you. So this is the vendor file final created, vendor file upload, right? Now this file is ready to upload. So all in all, what we have done here, I have shown you the process of extract. Extract means this, again extract, right? This is extract. Download this extracted file into our laptop, and then extract, then transform. Transform means this is how we have transformed into this. We received this file, no, not this file, and when we hit the vendor mapping button, and then it will become like this, right? So this is called. Now what I will do, I will upload this same file into what? SharePoint. I will upload this file into the SharePoint. So let's go to the final staging area, this, and then this final file, vendor upload record, right? And this file is uploaded into this. So this is called staging area, ETL. What we were talking about yesterday, that is called the ETL. So this is the complete process of ETL. And data migration strategy is also the same thing that I have explained to you. Data migration strategy means first, one more thing, that is data cleansing and massaging point. This point is also necessary. Why? Because right now we have received this file, right? Where is that file? Yeah, this. Right now you will not see any asterisk sign or any type of underscore. You will not see here. But in case, what if it contains like this underscore, then you will see here the asterisk sign, then you will see here the hyphen sign, like this. So what if you see this type of sheet? Because in our projects, in many projects, I have seen that the previous system where the client was working, the client used to fill any type of entry, right? So in that case, this type of data needs to be massaged. Now here data science concepts are used. Data science concept, here is data science concept, you can see here. Data science techniques are used here. Why data science techniques? Data science is a technique in which we work on data. What we work on data, the data work of data science, that is a Panda library. It's there is a specific library which is used for data science. That is specially used for working on data only. If your data is having asterisk signs and underscore and unnecessary hyphen signs, so what we need to do, we need to remove those files, those special characters, right? So that special characters needs to be removed. Secondly, we need to align, for example, if you see here right now, this vendor list, first of all active, and then suppose if I want the vendor name after this bill from or before this bill from, or suppose we need this bill from city to be replaced here. So no need to do this in manually. You need to just put the command in pandas and then it will be done by the pandas. So pandas is a data science library which is largely used by the developers, and it is used for this purpose only. So the strategy of data migration is written in such a way that whenever we start working on data migration, so first of all you have to think about how the data is downloaded, how the data will be cleansed and massaged, and then how it will be uploaded, right? So here is live practical. Today I don't know why this NetSuite is not opening. I will show you the complete process tomorrow also, but right now it's not opening. But yeah, no problem. Today we will see all the practical process, how we are doing this. Then data migration issues. Now see here, data migration issues. If I download, let's suppose we are having, if I go to download, right? If I go to download, let me show you with an example. If I go to download, see here, result here, just a second, result, right? See, if the result is okay, suppose if you upload any file and if that result is okay, then no problem, right? Otherwise the error is shown. The error is shown something like this. If I go to result, vendor task, where is that result? Okay, no problem. I am not having at this point of time, but yeah, I will show you the results also, that what type of results are coming. So after this, what we will see here, yes, now cleaning and massaging means, let me show you with there is a library, Jupyter notebook, right? That Jupyter notebook uses the pandas library. Let me open that. If I see somewhere, let's see this. If I go to documents, no, not here, in the E drive. If I go to Python, yes, here it is, Python, and then Python projects, Python trainings. Okay, it is, yes, it is pandas here. Now let me open right shift and then I will show you PowerShell. right? So if I open right now PowerShell is opening, right? So Jupyter notebook, it will open. Yeah, here it is. Click here to go to Jupyter. Let's try one more time. I think there should be a server problem from NetSuite. Okay, no problem. So here you will see, let it open, it's opening. Yeah, here it is. Now see here, for example, if I go to here, okay, so if I go this IPy now, so these type of commands are used for moving. Right now this is a chart related. Let me open any else. If I go here, okay, and then now see here, such type of commands are used. First of all, we will create here the data frame, and then with the help of data frame we remove all the unnecessary data, right? So this is how the Panda works, right? So that is why we use Jupyter notebook for cleansing and massaging the data. Then once you have completed this file into the staging area, now it is ready to upload. Then here again the target system NetSuite, and here finance sheet in staging area. Staging area means just the place where we keep the data, right? And right now let's try one more time here. No, that's a server problem from their side. Okay. So guys, this was today it was the day for practical work, but due to that server is not opening NetSuite, so that's why I could not show you. But here is the complete practical that I have shown you, that how we do the data cleaning. Let's have a tomorrow's agenda. That tomorrow I will show you that macro code, and then what is the technical part of data migration, macro code, unit test cases. So let me show you the unit test cases also, because right now we have time, and today since this NetSuite is not opening, so let's utilize that time. So let's do this unit test document. Now unit test document, what's unit test document? See, unit test document sample, I am showing you the sample of unit test case document sample. I will prepare a new unit case document also for you for practical purpose. Now see here, unit test case document is nothing but it's a document where that proves that whatever you have done the testing, because verbally is not acceptable, everything comes in written or on record, right? So that is why unit test case document is created. Now unit test case document, there is no any fixed format, but this you can prepare the format. Here is one example of format. For example, now you are testing that how to upload the CSV, right? The implementation team has explained you, and that how it is done. So first testing will be done by the implementation team, that is the functional consultant and technical consultant. So here you can see functional testing team. So what I have done here, upload CSV record, okay, URI or navigation, right? Then expected result. After uploading, the expected result is like this: one record uploaded successfully. Actual result, the actual result is also the same. Then go to test result, whether it's a pass, fail, under progress. If it is a pass, if it is fail, by default every whenever the sheet is created, everything is under progress. If it is a pass, then we will make it pass. Now tested by. Now here also, suppose there are two consultants, myself and one more, David is one more consultant, and there are four client employees, right? X, Y, Z, anyone. So all the names will be written under this, and one by one, who has tested the document, who has tested each and every module, each and every unit, that will be registered here. What error showing? If the error is showing, then you can narrate one line that this is what the error is coming. And if the image is required, in that case, you can open the image. Like this. Image is opening, see here. For example, right now there is the thing, chart of accounts I have uploaded, and then chart of account one of one record imported successfully, and everything is okay. So right now this image is not needed, but yeah, I have added this for practical showing purpose. And then what file is used in testing? For example, if you want to add the file also, because many times the client commits the mistake that the client upload the file with inappropriate format, or we can say the client put some error during by mistake some error is there in the file. So also we ask the client employee that please upload the file also. So see here, this file is used for uploading account number, account name, and then the account type, then the currency, then the subsidiary, right? So we will get the idea that how it is done, right? Similarly, test date. So on which date it was tested. Now this is all okay, but here is also text heavy data. Here everything is written in text. But one more thing is there, we do. One thing is, if you go here, unit test cases, and then if you see the script, now unit test script is also written. Normally it depends, it varies from company to company, that whether you are providing them all type of formats, what type of format. For example, unit test script COA. If I open this, while uploading the data in the COA, chart of accounts, now see here, migrate data. Here I have written, see, here I have written everything, that how I have done the process. I have written that what I have taken, this file I have taken, and after that, let me make it bigger size. Here I have written that access original sheet of hierarchy structure. Then I have written here that yeah, this button I have clicked. So this is prepared by the client, right? Not by the implementation team. Client will develop this file, and then client will say that yeah, I have clicked this button, and then I have followed this type of navigation, and after that I received, if the data upload is successful, then the test is passed, okay, one of one record imported successfully, and if the data upload is unsuccessful, then test is failed, that means 0 of 1 record. So NetSuite gives you the status of upload record, right? Now here you can see how the error shown in log file. Below is the example where that I was telling you that how the Excel sheets showing, right? So here you can see subsidiary restrictions on this record is incompatible with those. So this is the error that NetSuite is throwing, right? If it is successful, all record entered successfully, and if it is unsuccessful, then in that case the NetSuite will throw this type of error. And this error you have to rectify. Actually this error is shown by the NetSuite, and that this Excel sheet is handed over to again the NetSuite consultants, the implementation team, right? So those consultants will check it out, this what type of error is this, and then they will rectify this error. So this is how the script. So unit test script, unit test cases, and unit test, two things are created here. Unit test cases in Excel sheet. Let me open this unit test cases. Same thing is here also. Uploading CSV through. So yeah, you can put here the test ID also, right? You can put here test ID also, then the CSV created, why this, how this CSV is created, and then one of one record is uploaded. So you can put everything. So this is how the test cases are generated, right? Let me see one more time if it is opening or not. No, it's not opening. No problem, I will rectify the error by tomorrow, and in our tomorrow's session I will show you each and everything that we have learned today. Tomorrow we will not go through this PPT, we will directly jump into the practical part, right? Now let's see one more, let's have a quick recap on this. First of all, macro code. Okay, macro code I will show you. Let me show you the macro code also. How macro code looks like, right? Actually it's a practical, it's a technical part, so it is only useful for developers. See here, this is the macro code for what we say vendor, to remove all the extra columns, empty columns, and then to remove and to put your headers, each and everything. See here, main subsidiary, that I demanded to the developer that this main subsidiary at the end we need this, right? So this is the complete process of macro code. That macro code will perform the actions, and then it will convert it Excel sheet into your desired format. So this is a developer's task, and our task is to just add the button and connect that macro code with this button. And once this button is connected, I just need to hit this button, that's it. I have again hit this button, and then our task is completed. See here, is person okay? Yes, that means he is not from any company, he is an individual person, right? If I show you the company name, let's see here, there are few things that are, only few customers are there which are having company. Vendor name, bill city, bill of country, ship to, print or check as bill, name, email, company. See, company name, right? So these are company, and here this person, column 4, he is an individual customer, right? So that is why in this case we will put it is person, yes, and apart from this everyone will be no, right? So, and then we will just make this change here also, the whatever the subsidiary that person belongs to. So for example, if it belongs to like let's see, just a second, let me make it larger here, baby car, right? So we will just make changes and then convert it into CSV, because NetSuite understand only CSV part. And here you have written here changed headers. This is a log file that developer has given. So add headers, and whatever headers are added and whatever headers are changed, right? And then in this way this complete process takes place, right? So let's have a quick recap what we have done, and tomorrow will be the practical work. Tomorrow I will resolve this problem, that why this NetSuite is not opening today. So what we have learned today, that we have learned about the process of migration process in practical, migration process strategy, data migration strategy. Strategy means you have to consider so many things, that once you upload the data, so if the error comes, so that error should be logged into the log file, right? Then first of all, upload with only 2 records. See here, I have written here, I have given you one example. If you see this, just a second, here if I go to vendor part, here in the vendor part, see this vendor upload 1 record. First take only 1 record and then upload a vendor, right? Today there is an issue in server, so that's why, otherwise I would have shown you. So first upload with only 1 record. Let me open this. this is the all the records. Now first you remove all these records and then upload with only one record, and then that record is uploaded successfully. Then you have to upload all the 1000 records, because if 1000 records if you directly upload, then if it shows the error, in that case what will happen? So it will be difficult to rectify the error. So take only one record or two record and then upload it, and then write down your test case Excel sheet, right? Because normally in live practical projects also we do the same practice. We first take two records, whatever is output file is, and then we take first two records and then we upload them, and then once they are uploaded, then we take another records, right? So it will reduce your extra efforts. So this is how the strategy of data migration is completed. Then the staging area, again those two folders. Mapping, I have already told you that mapping means just this is not for the client, this is for the developer who is going to make transformation in your file. That is why mapping. For example, in QuickBooks it was used as active status, but in NetSuite there is no active status. There is only there is nothing like active status. So we have asked the developer to remove this. Secondly, in QuickBooks it was not asked about the subsidiary, but here in NetSuite it was mandatory to provide the subsidiary when the vendor is uploaded, right? So that is why this is called the complete mapping file. So mapping file is used only for the developer point of view, right? And then ETL, like practical ETL process is, this is what the ETL process is: extracted, then transformation, and the live load, right? Then data migration issues. Migration issues are the same. Suppose if the data is not uploaded, in that case, now this has thrown the error. So this has thrown the error. Now what is the reason? We will download that Excel sheet, log sheet, which is generated by the NetSuite, right? So NetSuite will also generate a log file. If whether it could be a success or no, it could be a rejected file. It will produce a file in both the way, right? And then we will see the error and then we will rectify it. So solution and data reject during load. That is what the process is. Data is rejected many times. The data is rejected during load and course of action. So we have to download the Excel sheet. Tomorrow we will do this practical only, right? And then customer, tomorrow I will show you one live customer upload, one live vendor upload also I will show you, right? And one journal entry upload also I will show you. And then I will show you one sales order creation and how the GL impact will be shown in other accounts, right? There is a facility to see the GL impact also when a sales order is approved, right? So I will show you all those things for tomorrow. So guys, this is all about today's session. That practically we have seen all the process. If you watch this video very carefully, then you will see the complete process. I have explained you that how it is done, and tomorrow next here I have explained you how the test cases are written, what processes are to be migrated, and overview of complete end-to-end process. So overview of complete end-to-end process will be conducted tomorrow. Macro code I have shown you already, that how the macro code, normally macro code is written by developer, so it is the developer task. So you don't need to worry about, you have to just provide the information, correct information to the developer, that what you want, exactly what you want, right? So guys, please watch this video again, and then tomorrow we will see the practical task. And if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe my channel. So today we will conclude at this point, and tomorrow we will start with practical. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for attending the webinar. Thank you.